Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Marvel Studios' Daredevil that's coming to Disney Plus, Daredevil Born Again. It's coming out next March 2025. It's right around the corner, only a short 6 months away. I'm pretty excited about the show because pretty much the entire cast is returning to their respective roles, especially Charlie Cox, who blew it out of the water as Daredevil from the Netflix Daredevil show. So I'm really excited because I want to talk about how one of the people from Marvel Studios himself confirmed that Daredevil Born Again will be the MCU's most brutal show. And as far as brutality goes, we're going to be seeing some heavy hitting moments, and it's going to be probably pretty gruesome and bloody and so on and so forth. However, I do have my reservations only because this is under Marvel Studios Disney Plus. And then again, as of late, Marvel Studios has been experimenting with more mature content, like recently the Deadpool Wolverine movie, which was rated R, a hard R, with a lot of F-bombs, of course, in it. So I can see that Marvel Studios is really toying with a lot of adult content, which I'm really excited about. So yes, I'm a little on the fence, but then again, I feel like there's also some hope because it is Daredevil, and people like Charlie Cox really care about the character, and so do the rest of the cast members. Here it talks about how Daredevil Born Again will feature some of the most brutal actions that the MCU has ever done. So Daredevil Born Again's actions seemingly won't be for the faint of heart. Daredevil Born Again is expected to premiere on Disney Plus in 2025 on Disney Plus. So following the Marvel Television Daredevil series that the original aired on Netflix, the MCU show will see Charlie Cox reprise his role as Matt Murdock. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly, Brad Winderbaum of Marvel Studios opened up about what fans can expect to see in Daredevil Born Again. So what did Brad Winderbaum say about the action in Daredevil Born Again? And I cannot speak tonight. What the hell's wrong with me? I'll tell you, some of the most brutal action we've ever brought to the screen is coming in Daredevil Born Again, which isn't a horror show, but really it packs a lot of power, and there's a lot of visceral action, to say the least, he said. Winderbaum continues to tease how the show is large enough for each series and movie to have their own tone, thus making it appropriate for Daredevil Born Again to adopt one that is more violent than the other Marvel titles. I think that it goes back to the filmmaker's intent, he explained. The horror on screen in Agatha is going to be different than the horror on screen in Marvel Zombies. Is going to be different than the horror on screen in Blade. It was different than the horror on screen in Moon Knight. It really depends on the vision of the filmmaker, on what horror cues you're pulling from, and that's not just unique to the horror. It's unique to any genre we're playing with. Obviously, there are many different ways to tell a story. Along with Cox, Daredevil Born Again stars Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk, Kingpin, John Bernthal as Frank Castle Punisher, Deborah Ann Woll as Karen Page, Eldon Henson as Franklin Foggy Nelson, Wilson Bethel as Benjamin Poindexter, and Ayelet Zurer as Vanessa Mariana Fisk. The cast also includes Margarita Lavivia, Michael Gandolfini, Ganea Walton, Artie Fouchon, Jeremy Earl, and more. So there you have it. Not a lot of details, but at least we can say that one of the team members from Marvel Studios can confirm that the show is really brutal, but we will have to wait and see. And now, where I have my reservations, and I'll end the video after this because it's going to be a bit of a short one, and it's just not a lot to go on. Where I have my reservations is how I've heard something like this before already, and it's from a little show that pretty much everyone wanted to forget about and probably has forgotten about, and that show is Echo, I think. I distinctly remember reading an article about how the show is going to be brutal and also similar to that of the Marvel Netflix series from the Daredevil, the Marvel Netflix series, and we've been told these lies, and we've been shown little clips where it kind of does look impressive, and then when we watch the final product, it's like, what is this mess? That show was so bad that I didn't even finish it. I only made it to like about episode 3, about almost halfway there, and it's so, I'm sorry, I'm looking off into the distance actually, because I just saw a headline talking about Blade, and it says Marvel's Blade cancellation rumors addressed in a new update. So it gave me an idea on my next video after this video. So my God, that's not good news, and I'm not surprised either. But anyway, moving on. I've heard people talk about shows like this that are coming out, and they spoke positively about it, and they set expectations, and then when we get the final product, we are nothing but disappointed, and that's what I don't want to see. I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm gonna keep my expectations reserved for now. I'm gonna temper my expectations, and we'll just have to wait and see. But based on what I've seen from like the teasers, like the leaked teasers from the Disney convention that there was, like that happened like not that long ago, where people just uploaded the trailer from their cell phone, it looks like it's right in line and right in tone with the original Marvel Netflix series. So I can say to that like, okay, this looks like it's taken from like the Marvel Netflix series, and it looks like it's just another season of the Marvel Netflix Daredevil series. So again, just temper your expectations. This is only a report, even though it is coming from someone who works directly for Marvel Studios. Still, just take it with a huge grain of salt anyway, just in case. So that way you will never be disappointed when like the actual series does come out. But that's all I got to say, and that's all I got for you today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on the notifications so y'all don't miss anything. Dislike the video if you did. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.